Imagine the battlefield where Raditz once stood, his cruel laughter echoing as Goku gasped beneath broken skies. But what if in that single desperate moment, destiny twisted and Raditz chose redemption over ruin? His scouter cracked, his pride shattered, yet in Goku's sacrifice, he glimpsed something terrifyingly human: hope. Could the brother who once promised Earth's destruction rise instead as its most unexpected protector? The wind howled like forgotten ghosts as Raditz questioned everything: his bloodline, his loyalty, his hollow power. Vegeta's shadow loomed across galaxies, and suddenly Raditz realized family wasn't chains of conquest, but bonds of choice. You can almost hear it, his voice trembling, fists clenched, whispering, "Kakarot, maybe you were right all along." The earth trembled beneath approaching Saiyan pods, and for the first time, Raditz feared not them, but himself. Because redemption isn't glory, it's war against the monster inside, a war Raditz never imagined fighting. Picture it: Piccolo's piercing glare meeting Raditz's smoldering eyes, two warriors bound by hatred, now tethered by necessity. The air grew heavier, every breath like fire, as Raditz stood alongside Earth's defenders, an outcast among heroes. And you, watching this moment, must ask yourself, can a villain truly rewrite fate, or is destiny unbreakable? A storm of power gathered above, clouds splitting with crimson lightning, foreshadowing battles greater than imagination. Raditz clenched his fist, no longer a messenger of destruction, but a soldier searching for absolution. His journey begins not with victory, but with the haunting question: can bloodstained hands ever be forgiven? The night sky glimmered with alien fire as Nappa's pod tore through the atmosphere like a burning comet. Raditz felt his chest tighten, every heartbeat echoing guilt, fear, and the fragile spark of newfound loyalty. Goku glanced at him, wordless but piercing, silently asking, "Will you stand with us, or betray again?" And for the first time, Raditz didn't smirk, didn't boast. He simply lowered his head and stayed. The ground cracked open, dust rising like ghosts, as Vegeta's laughter rolled across the battlefield, merciless and cruel. Raditz's blood chilled, memories of servitude flooding back, but deep inside a fire sparked, defying his former master. Imagine the silence before impact, Earth's warriors side by side, with Raditz among them glaring into certain death. A faint whisper escaped his lips, unheard by others. "This time, I fight for something real." Nappa's fists collided with stone, shockwaves ripping valleys apart, yet Raditz leapt forward, intercepting with terrifying ferocity. The collision shattered the air itself, sparks of ki igniting skies, mountains trembling beneath Saiyan wrath. And in that violent clash, Raditz wasn't the forgotten brother. He was a warrior finally carving his own path. You can almost see it: Piccolo's astonishment, Gohan's wide eyes, Goku's faint smile piercing through raging chaos. Every strike he threw carried more than power. It carried regret, hunger, and the desperate plea for redemption. But destiny has claws, and Vegeta's voice cut through the chaos. "Raditz, you were always the weakest." The words sliced deeper than any wound, dragging him back into shadows he thought he had escaped forever. Raditz's fists trembled, not from weakness, but from rage. Rage at the chains Vegeta's words still carried. The battlefield burned crimson, shattered earth glowing as if hell itself had risen to watch their war. Goku's voice cut through the chaos, steady yet fierce. "Brother, prove to him who you really are." The word brother struck deeper than any blade, igniting something Raditz had buried beneath arrogance and failure. He screamed, unleashing power raw and unstable, a storm of ki ripping apart mountains with violent fury. Nappa staggered backward, stunned, his monstrous grin faltering as Raditz's aura blazed brighter than he'd ever seen. For one fleeting heartbeat, Raditz wasn't the weakest. He was terrifying, unstoppable, a Saiyan reborn through defiance. Piccolo narrowed his eyes, silently acknowledging what no one dared to believe: Raditz might truly change destiny. Yet Vegeta only smirked, arms crossed, as if watching a dog struggle against its unbreakable leash. "Pathetic," Vegeta muttered, his voice venomous. "Power without purpose is nothing. You'll always crawl beneath my shadow." Raditz's chest heaved, his body trembling, but his eyes burned with something Vegeta had never witnessed: unyielding resolve. He lunged again, each strike fueled not by conquest but the desperate need to finally belong. Dust spiraled like smoke from dying stars as Raditz's aura clashed violently with Nappa's monstrous brute force. Gohan's tiny voice pierced the destruction, trembling yet strong. "Raditz, don't give up. You can fight with us." In that instant, time seemed to freeze, and Raditz realized, for the first time, someone actually believed in him. Raditz roared, his voice splitting the heavens, a primal cry shaking mountains and echoing across endless skies. His aura surged violently, golden sparks flickering through darkness, as if destiny itself feared his awakening storm. Nappa fell backward, shock plastered on his brutal face, unable to comprehend Raditz's terrifying surge of defiance. Every heartbeat felt eternal, every breath like fire, as Raditz finally stood tall beside Earth's true warriors. Goku's faint smile glimmered like sunlight through storms, whispering silently, "Now, brother, you finally understand." But Vegeta's laughter shattered the fragile moment, cold and merciless, promising blood and destruction yet to come. "Do you think redemption erases weakness?" Vegeta sneered, his aura erupting like a god, tearing reality apart. The battlefield quaked, stones levitating, lightning slashing skies, as Vegeta prepared to crush Raditz beneath Royal Saiyan wrath. Still, Raditz refused to kneel, his scarred body broken, his spirit unshakable, his eyes locked on impossible victory. You can almost feel it. His fear, his hope, his desperate plea to rewrite the cruel pages of fate. Gohan's tiny hands clenched tighter, his courage feeding Raditz's fire, two unlikely souls standing against annihilation together. The clash ignited like dying stars colliding, shockwaves burning the horizon, rewriting Earth's destiny with each devastating strike. In that chaos, Raditz screamed not for conquest, but for forgiveness, for belonging, for a future unchained. And as dust consumed the sky, one question lingered. Did Raditz rise as a hero or die forgotten? The screen fades to black, a whisper lingering. Sometimes the greatest battles are not against others, but ourselves.